everyone, it's Ashley, and here is my scrapbooking process video number 13 called #Yum. And this is going to be for another sketch challenge from Stuck Challenges. And I'm also going to be doing Let's Capture Our Memories, their color challenge as well. The photos are of my son when we were baking some cupcakes on spring break last year, and he did more of eating the frosting than actually helping me bake the cupcakes. I'll be starting off with this chevron paper, and I thought it was pretty funny because it is a pet pattern and I do not have any dogs or anything like that. So just always be on the lookout for any kind of paper because the backside might be really good even if you don't have pets or anything. And I'm just going to be trimming the photos, and that chevron paper is by Imaginus, and it does not have a name, but it's obviously from a pet collection, and the number was 400100. So the sketch had 2 photos shown, and I wanted to use all 4 of my photos, so I just cut them down pretty much to a 3x4 or close to it, so I could put all 4 of them on there. So I will just be trimming those, and then I will be using several Dear Lizzie papers as well, so I'll try to remember those names when I see them. Okay, that is kind of a navy polka dot, and it is from the Lucky Charm collection from Dear Lizzie called Starlight. And I know I want my photos to be matted onto that, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them on there. I obviously trimmed that paper a little too large because it does take up the whole pretty much 12x12 paper. Yeah, I took these photos of him eating directly out of the canned icing that we just did. We bought real fast just as a quick thing during spring break last year. Okay, the chevron is called Noteworthy, and it is also from the Dear Lizzie Lucky Charm collection. And I just trimmed a 3-inch, and I think I did it about to 8 to 8.5 inches long. And that really helps bring in the sketch, well, not the sketch, but the challenge colors. That piece really helps bring it in. And then I will be using, if you noticed on the sketch, it did have a banner on it, and I will be using the Heidi Swap banners, and they all have like glitter and stuff like that on it and kind of glazed. So this is a kind of a teal off-white, or not off-white, off-teal color. And I just trimmed it in half so that I could use another piece on a different project. Okay, so now that that's down, I'm now going to use the Amy Tangerine Remarks, and I've had these for a couple years now, and they're just kind of epoxy borders, but they're starting to lose their stickiness. So I actually use my tiny attacher and just put 2 staples in it. And I just put a piece of tape on the back so that it doesn't snag when going into my albums. And then I'll be using and I'm not sure, I'd honestly, I think that's from a Dear American Crafts something, so I'm not sure if it's part of the Dear Lizzie line or what, but the back of the paper has a font that keeps saying like I love you, and I just thought it was pretty, and that is a scrap, so that's why I don't have the name of it. I believe I used it in a previous video, so if you really want to know, let me know and I can try to go back and watch an old video that I have that in. And And I purposely didn't put any adhesive up at the top of my photo. I don't know if you caught that. So that I knew that I was going to be layering. This is the Amy Tangerine Team stickers. And even though I think they're travel oriented, I'm still going to use it for this page. I think I saw in a new release she's coming out with new ones, so I'm excited to get that. And then I was so happy I was finally able to use some washi on the layout, and this is from Hobby Lobby, so it was their Paper Studio brand, and I think it was for 4th of July because it came with this one and then some stars. But I thought it helped bring in more of the red that is in the challenge. And then those die cut pieces are just from a Amy Tangerine pack. The circle I've cut in half so that I can use it on a different project. And then I'm going to be using those Ellie, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, the Cameron tidbits again. I've been using them several times now on each layout. And I will be, I think I get two circles. They're not stickers. I really wanted to use this camera piece from Two Piece that said "Say Cheese," but I just felt it was really large and overwhelmed the page. It was almost the size of the photos. So, okay, I do use two of them. The blue one says "Love Him," and the bottom one says "This" with an arrow. So the one I'll be using as a layer piece. And then this one I do pop dot, and see I need to go back and apply adhesive. And then I'm trying to use up my Studio Calico hearts, and I just put some different sizes. And the one is a text font on it, the white with black, and the other one is a light gray. And I think it's a good time to bring in that off orange color. I have no clue where else I'd use it, so I figured it would be a good time just to throw it in there. And then my favorite product of all time, the Doodlebug sprinkles. I'll be using the fall collection and then the blues. And I'm just writing the date on that tag. And I'll just be doing several clusters. I'm just using a mix of colors from both. I'm sticking with the challenge colors, and there's kind of there's a close-up at the end of where I'll do. And then I just wanted to keep using my washi. So on the sketch they had two kind of circle clusters, and so I'm just going to be using some of that same washi tape up at the top and then to the right of the page. And I will be doing kind of embellishment clusters right there. And that is just to help create like a visual triangle, I guess, between the two and then the one. So, and then the one I'm just going to keep putting on some enamel dots again in the colors. And the one at the top I'll be using My Mind's Eye Boy Crazy brads. I'm still using them. A package like this seems to last forever. But it's been very versatile. I find that it works with a lot of my layouts, not just their boy collection line. And I'm just trying to figure out which one. I'm trying to imitate the enamel dot cluster, so I kind of want a larger one, a medium one, and then a smaller one. And I'll flip it over and I'll do my tape thing again on it. It just really helps me slide them into my albums and not to pierce anything in the other page that it backs onto or whatnot, since my pages get very embellished. Okay, this is the American Crafts Doodle font, and I had a hard time debating on if I wanted to use this since a lot of the colors are brown. But I just thought it was fun and it stood out, so it just looked very, he is 4 in these photos, so it just looked very fun and kid-like. and I wanted it to be hashtag yum. I haven't kind of done any layouts like that, and I just want to remember that that is a big trend right now, is to do the hashtags, and it was kind of having a hard time stick down, and I figured, okay, if it's not really sticking down on the first time I'm using it, in like 10 years they're not going to be sticky. So you'll see me use my tiny attacher on them after I journal, and I'm just journaling about how Aiden did more eating than helping me bake. And then there I go. I'm just gonna put, and it kind of matches the theme that I was going with when I stapled the Amy Tangerine epoxy banner on it. So it all kind of blends together. And I think I'm just looking to make sure I did, and then I didn't like the graph. It's a little piece of a graph and then the circle. So I'm just going to go ahead and use another one of those My Mind's Eye Boy Crazy Brads. And I believe that one has chevron on it. And I figured that would just help blend it all together. I could have stamped a roller date stamp or something on it, or like a little sentiment if I'd thought about it longer, but I had them on my table and I've been trying to use it up, so why not? Okay, that is the page. Again, it was for Stuck Challenges, and then another one that they've teamed up with on colors. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. Wednesday is my son's first day of kindergarten, so I hope to have a lot more time. I know I say that, but my days will probably fly by. But anyways, like and subscribe, and I hope it inspired you to create a page. Thanks so much. Bye.